Mic check. So this is going to be a remake of the first episode of Poltergeist Comic Corner, but a lot of people talk about my volume, so I'm actually going to turn my knob up, pause, and this is going to be the volume that it remains at from now on. In the fourth episode of Poltergeist Comic Corner, I mentioned that in Marvel Rivals, they were doing an update that was going to add Ultron. So here we are. We got Ultron in the game. So this is a clip from when I streamed on my Twitch, I think last week. I'm going to try to stream it on here again in a week or so. But they got an event going on right now. So this is a clip of Ultron. Yeah, so Ultron is someone who is a support. He heals his people, or a strategist as they call. But that move he did at the beginning was a move that was pretty much only available since Iron Man's on the team. You can see Iron Man in the background. But when I was practicing with him and trying him out, I was trying to figure out like different ways to use him. And in this match, I was playing a little bit more aggressive. This was a practice against computers or AI, as you could say. But this is when I think the day that he came out or the day after, I was trying to figure out how to use him. So I put myself up against AI because the day he came out, if you hop into a match, everyone's trying to use him. So I was like, yeah, let me just skip all that. But yeah, he's real cool. I like him. I like whenever he's teamed up with Iron Man and that other move is available. But I feel like he's pretty balanced. Like, he slows down at certain points, and you just got to figure out when to use his speed and when not to. Yeah, real dope addition. I like having a strategist that can fly and be up in the air. I don't have to worry too much about Jeff. I mean, you can still get swallowed by Jeff, but I don't have to worry too much. So, a couple days ago, I believe 2 days ago, they had the PlayStation State of Play. So this is a trailer that they showed at PlayStation State of Play. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls announced trailer. Let's check this out. This shit is ill. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, this randomly just popped up in my YouTube because I didn't watch the PlayStation State of Play. I don't have a PlayStation right now. I saw Marvel, and then I saw this logo, and like right here, this is when my brain fused and clicked. I was like, oh shit. Arc Systems, for those that don't know, are the creators of Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ, I have a whole bunch of videos of that in my Poltergeist arcade playlist. All my ranked matches are in there. So when I saw these two logos, I was like, oh shit.
君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。よし、本気でやるぞ。失礼。くらえ。おい、頼むよ。耐えてみせろ。任せてちょうだい。パンチ。私の名前の通り、マーベラス。親愛なるリンディ、スパイダーマンだ。スパイリーセンス。今日もお見事大勝利。やれ、俺とやり合うってか。調子が出てきたぜ。俺様の名はスターロード。胸に刻んでおきだ。覚悟しやがれ。
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. Got Dr. Doom. This game this game is gonna have like 80 characters. They gotta have like 80 characters. Yeah, Storm is a monster. Like she looks like her combo's gonna be sick. Oh man, it's like you can just call in so many assists. Oh, this is gonna be so crazy to watch when it's at Evo. Man, that's crazy. 2026. 2026. And it's gonna be on it's gonna be on Epic Game Store, Steam, and PS5. So game companies, game developers, pay attention to this. This is how you release a game. Like, and if it's on Xbox included too, cool. But Steam and Epic Game Store, not one or the other, you fucking idiots. Like, I'm mainly getting at the developers at Alan Wake. I really wanted to play Alan Wake too, because they didn't do this shit. They didn't put it on both first day, but I just want this game to be as successful as possible, so in that way this could be a trend. Like, it seems like game developers are shutting down their studios and all this shit right now because there's a whole bunch of shit going on, same with the film industry. But the answer's right here. The answer's right here. Both. Not one or the other. This is how you maximize your profit right here. And if they do happen to release it for Xbox in the future, cool, that's extra money. But these two right here, this is gonna maximize your profit. But yeah, I'm real excited for that game. That's just gonna be fire. That's gonna be like one of the ones. And this picture right here kind of reminds me, like, they gotta put Cyclops from X-Men in that shit for show. There's a long list of people they gotta put in. I can't wait to see videos of who people want to go in, but I'm not watching none of them videos where it's like, oh, we got insider information, or our predictions are gonna be at this person's in it and this person's getting at it. But all I can say is that right now, after this game drops, Marvel is gonna have their name attached to two very successful games at the same time. All right, so in the first episode of Poltergeist Comic Corner, we took a look at this comic, which is kind of like a magazine. So this is basically Marvel's free previews from 2023, September to November. But this is really interesting. Even though it's a couple years later, this is still relevant today. Like, this is kind of like a really good example of just how the different artists in the different series have different looks and different stories as well. Marvel being a diverse corporation, I guess you could say. I feel like they do have like a lot of different angles when it comes to these comics and a lot of different tellings. Some of the series that people do on the side I don't really agree with, but I do like how lots of times there's twists and stories get bent and this and that. This is a cool Deadpool cover. I like this. This looks like a Call of Duty execution. And then they did like a Star Wars. I mean, not Star Wars. They did a Disney What If collab with Donald Duck, Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy. This is a Superior Spider-Man cover. Like, this is dope, and they got him just basically on the building sideways, but his shoes got the little grip. He got the grippies on. You can see Doc Ock in his reflection of his eyes. I think that's just dope. And then this is Deadpool 7 Slaughters, like a whole bunch of gun bullets and dude's chest. Like that, like every still is like a capture of a moment. But like even covers like this, like different art styles, like some of the digital Marvel comics that I have and DC comics, like they'll have a page where it's just like a piece of art. Like especially now with the way they can color and digitally color and all this stuff, it looks crazy now. Like everyone's got different styles too. This is a Secret Wars cover. Super Gwen. This is Daredevil in black armor. They got Thanos. He looks like he's on the toilet though. Howard the Duck. Thor and fucking Hulk fighting outside the window. The hammer fell through the cake. That's comedy. Oh damn. But yeah, he has been around for 50 years at least. Thunderbolts. So Thunderbolts movie just dropped. Yeah, it's dope to go back to this and see this now. This is like, and I believe I might be wrong, but I think this is Emma Frost. I'm gonna have to look this comic up. But that's how I'm used to Emma Frost looking. I think that's her. The Sentry, Punisher, Moon Knight, Amazing Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, this dude looks comedy. I don't know who he is at all. All these like crazy looking fingers and shit. Spider-Woman, Miles Morales. Luke Cage. I'm always bringing up Luke Cage. I want them to add him to Tokon Fighters. Tokon, whatever that game's called that I just showed. The Amazing Spider-Man. I think I have one of those comics. She-Hulk. Shout outs to She-Hulk. White Widow. The Avengers. And they got Vision. Vision's someone I want them to add to Marvel Rivals. I think he could be a cool healer. Carnage, Scarlet Witch. Oh yeah, I was looking at this the other day. This series, I might get one of these series because I'm curious about her comics. Magneto, the X-Men follow X-Men, Doctor Strange, Venom takes over Spider-Girl, Moon Knight. And they got Star Wars coming. Oh shit, it's Jeff. Yeah, so Jeff was a thing in 2023 and before, likely. So this is proof that he was. I'm all thinking they just made him up for this game, but nah, I guess he really is a fucking character that a lot of people liked, and they gave him his own comic. I don't get how shit like that happens. I don't know who Captain Marvel is going against. She-Hulk. She's got Hulk in her closet. What the fuck? Werewolf Captain America. Wait, is this Dracula eating Blade? Oh no, it's not Blade. That's just some dude. Predator versus Wolverine. I'm cool with that. I'd be down for that. Marvel Zombies. Spine tingling Spider-Man. That shit look gruesome. That shit look crazy. Daredevil. Miss Marvel, as we saw in the game trailer. Yeah, she's been a real popular one, I guess. Like I was never too familiar with Miss Marvel, but that's dope. Uncanny Avengers. X-Men, The Fall of X. The Invincible Iron Man. Phoenix. X-Force. Colossus. I don't know who he's fighting against. Apocalypse, that's my dude. Yeah, got the old school X-Men's. Moon Knight, Wolverine, and Black Panther. Yeah, this is the combo I don't like going against. In Marvel Rivals, I'm gonna keep it 100. This is a dope Moon Knight cover. I like that. Venom, Red Goblin. Fantastic Four. Doctor Doom. Marvel Voices. I think I have one of these comics. I'm gonna have to crack that shit open. Avengers Incorporated. What the fuck? The Immortal Thor. The Incredible Hulk. Black Panther. Blade. I have a Blade comic. I think that's the one I go over in Comic Corner 2 or 3. Ghost Rider, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars. Oh, and they got Alien comics also. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mandalorian. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into them. I know every now and then I see a Star Wars comic pop up in my thing. This shit look crazy. Zombie fucking Stormbreakers. Yeah, that shit look crazy. Spider-Man 2099. That's what Drea put me onto. Shout outs to Drea the Virgo. This is the shit that she was interested in. It was here the whole time. But she was actually putting me on to who Spider-Man 2099 actually is, because I did see him in into the multiverse, but I didn't finish that. I fell asleep during that movie. Yeah, these are the hardcovers. Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. Do not watch this movie. Do not watch this movie. Rogue and Gambit. Venomverse. Damn, that shit look crazy too. Yeah, that's the end of that. So, apparently, Black Panther's mantle was taken over by a white man, a white son. Apparently, a lot of people on media are talking about this. I'm not gonna say too much because it's only the first issue that's out. I'm curious to see how it plays out. The writers and the artists are held in high regard in the comic world, so I don't really have too much to say. But I'm sure by Comic Corner 2 and 3, y'all know how I would feel if this persists, if this becomes a long-term thing where that is the Black Panther for like a long time. I would be irritated. But I'm going to give the team a chance because I'm sure that they're trying to tell a really dope story that's going to have a dope twist at the end. So I'm curious how that plays out. But there is an article up that kind of talks about it. But like I said, I'm not going to say too much because it's only the first issue of the series. It is controversial right now. That's the reason why I brought that up. That's pretty much like all over the comic media right now. But I saw a couple YouTube videos that did good breakdowns on the possibilities of the outcomes, I guess. So that kind of had me like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. See what's up with this. But yeah, this episode's a little bit shorter. And the other ones, I go over other comics, but I'm going to continue the series. I'm going to try to do Comic Corner 6 real soon. I have a sheet that I put a whole bunch of info on. I just got to update that sheet and do my thing. But shout outs to y'all who peeped this. If you haven't already, like and subscribe this channel. This episode I didn't really dig too deep into comics. This is like my 5th take of this video. But I'm gonna try to keep doing these and checking out different comics and bringing different shit. All right, peace out, y'all.